Hey everybody, Jamie here, and right now we're in the middle of my favorite season, fall. Or autumn. Yeah, that's right, a season so nice we named it twice. I don't know about you, but when I think fall, I think pumpkin spice. So get ready as I show you 3 different pumpkin spice DIYs that will satisfy all of your senses. Let's do it, girl. So like I said, today we're going to make 3 different pumpkin spice DIYs that will involve all of your senses. For smell, let's make a pumpkin spice candle. For that, you'll need a small pumpkin, a knife, a spoon, a candle wick or string and stick, wax, a tin can, a pot, and any fall scent. Whether you go with an actual ingredient like ground cinnamon, or an extract like vanilla, or an essential oil like orange or pumpkin. All right, let's pumpkin spice things up. Step 1. The first step is to cut open your pumpkin. Use your knife to cut around the pumpkin stem before pulling it out completely. If you like, you could also cut straight across your pumpkin for a smooth rim. Once the pumpkin's top has been removed, it's time to remove the pumpkin guts. Use your spoon to scoop out everything on the inside of your pumpkin. Once your pumpkins have dried, the next step is to melt your wax. Whether you're using soy wax chips or beeswax or wax from crayons or leftover candle wax like me, toss your wax into your tin can. Place your can inside a pot filled with water and then turn the heat up to a simmer. Let your wax melt completely until it's entirely in liquid form. Once your wax is completely melted, it's time to insert your wick. You can buy a wick with an adhesive base in most craft stores, or you can just use a wick that's left over from a melted candle and glue it to the bottom of your pumpkin, or simply tie a string to a stick and place that stick across your pumpkin's opening. No matter what wick you create, the final step is to super carefully pour your wax into your pumpkin until the liquid reaches the top. Add in your favorite scents, let the wax cool and harden, and there you go, pumpkin spice candles at your service. These are perfect tabletop decor for dinner or a party. If you didn't want to do all of that wax work, then just core your pumpkin ahead of time and stick in an appropriately sized candle. Or if you wanted to do even more work, then go ahead and paint or decorate your pumpkin ahead of time. I even thought that this craft would be super cool to do with a big pumpkin, so that way you could create a huge triple wick candle. Alright, now that we have something that smells good, let's move on to something that feels good. Pumpkin spice body scrub. You'll need a spoon, an airtight container, 2 cups of white sugar, 1 cup brown sugar, 1 tablespoon pumpkin pie spice, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a cup of coconut oil, a 1/4 teaspoon ground clove, and a pot. The first step is to melt your coconut oil in a pot. Warm the oil over low heat until it becomes clear. The next step is to toss in your dry ingredients. Stir in your cinnamon, pumpkin spice, and clove until they're fully dissolved in your oil. The final step is to add liquids to your sugar. In your airtight containers, start by mixing your sugars together. Pour in your vanilla extract, followed by your oil concoction. You want your mixture to have the consistency of packed sand, so add more sugar if it feels too wet or add more oil if it feels too dry. Otherwise, your pumpkin spice body scrub is complete. Rub this on your lips, face, hands, or whatever else feels chapped from the fall cold, and then rinse to give yourself the perfect seasonal refreshment. Now, you don't even have to heat up your oil if you don't want to. Just mix it up with your sugar and your spices and you're good to go. This is your body scrub, so feel free to substitute for a different oil that you think works best, or take out one spice or add in another. A fun idea would be to throw in some ground coffee beans, so that way you can make a pumpkin spice latte scrub, but that would be so delicious you might want to eat it. Speaking of which, let's make you something you actually can taste. Your own pumpkin spice drink. For that, you'll need a whisk, a tablespoon of pumpkin, fresh or canned, a cup of milk, a tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, a few pinches of black pepper, a pot, and a blender. The first step is to heat up your dry ingredients. Start by warming up your tablespoon of pumpkin over low heat. Then add in your pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, and pepper, followed by your tablespoon of sugar. Stir until your concoction becomes the consistency of pudding. The next step is to add in your liquid ingredients. Start with your vanilla extract and then pour in your cup of milk. Whisk away until your mixture becomes thick and creamy. If you're having a hard time whipping up your entire concoction with just a whisk, then throw everything into your blender and blend on high for a few minutes until your liquid becomes super frothy. The final step is to add your new pumpkin spice milk to your drink. For a true pumpkin spice latte, add it to a cup of coffee or a shot of espresso, adding ice if you wanted a cold drink. I've already had pumpkin spice all of those ways, so today I'm going to try something new by making a pumpkin spice horchata. To make horchata, add 1 cup of uncooked rice to a blender along with 5 cups of water. Pulse or blend lightly for 1 minute only so that your rice remains in fragmented pieces. Let this mixture sit at room temperature for at least a few hours, if not overnight. When you're ready to enjoy, strain away the rice and keep the water. To make a traditional horchata, you would add in milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and sugar. But we already did that with our pumpkin spiced milk. So just pour that straight onto your rice water for a half and half combination. Heat it up or pour it over ice, garnishing your drink with nutmeg, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, whipped cream, or anything else you like on top. Just like with your body scrub, go ahead and play around with your ingredients here. You could add in less sugar or more vanilla, or you could actually use coffee beans in order to create an iced pumpkin spice horchata latte. An ice pump spice horchata? And there you go, 3 wickedly wonderful pumpkin spice DIYs for you to enjoy this fall. Or autumn. Wait, Jamie, you said this would cover all the senses, but we're still missing sight and sound. Well, not really, because all of these DIYs look phenomenal, and I'm sure you're gonna hear all about it. So, check, and check again. Which pumpkin spice DIY did you make? Tweet me at Jamie Petito, Instagram me at HeyJamie, or let me know on my fan page on Facebook. If you wanted to use all of your pumpkin, click the video on your left to check out 4 different pumpkin seed recipes. And if you're a fan of the body scrub, click the video on your right in order to learn 3 new scrub scents. We did it, girl. I'm Jamie, and you're on Gurl.com.